Trae, just being able to keep, I'm stealing top of this question, I'm sorry. Just being able to keep your composure throughout, just like the team as a whole, throughout this game, especially when they went on that run in the third quarter and, got into it in the game. Just how do you guys kind of muscle through that and push through to get to the other side?
We just did a good job of not letting their run affect us too much. They got on a big run to start the third and got back into the game and took the lead. And, we didn't flinch and we stayed with it and took the lead back and then just kept rolling from there. And then at the end of the game, they got into a run and we just same thing. Didn't let it affect us, and we made a couple more plays down the stretch that meant a lot to us and got us the win.
And when defenses are blitzing you, sort of like the Rockets did tonight, how do you kind of keep your focus so that you're finding those guys that are open, whether it's Onyeka in the pick and roll or say Bogey in the corner, Sadiq in the corner, and like that?
It's a two-way street. It's something we got to continue to work on. I had some turnovers there, but some of those turnovers could have been prevented, and it's just more, working together and us realizing when your man goes to trap, to run to the middle and create more of a closer gap between me and my teammate so they can't run through the passes. And that's just something that we got to get better at. I got to be better at communicating to them and letting them know that I need them to do that. But that's something that we got to be better at. When I get trapped, guys got to come to the ball, but at the same time, I got to continue to let them know that, and we'll be better at that.
And then DJ got you guys started early tonight with his, hot shooting 3 or 4 from 3, I believe, in like the first quarter. Just how have you guys continued to build on your partnership throughout the season, and how do you feel you guys can continue to progress it for the rest of the year?
Yeah, we just got to continue to take it one day at a time, continue to learn. It's different with different lineups in and out, and we gotta do different things for different players and teammates, and how they feel and things like that. Because everything's about personnel too. We play a lot different when certain guys are in the game than when others. So we just gotta realize and be floor generals out there and realize who's in the game, who's hot, who hasn't got a shot, things like that. The little things that maybe a lot of people don't really would understand that a PG has to really think about. For his team to be successful, you got to think about a lot of those things, and we're still learning those things, and but those few things we got to be good at.
What has been the hardest part about balance, and that when you yourself are hot, but then the rest of your teammates are eating as well?
I tell people all the time, I'd rather get an assist anyway. So if everybody's hot, I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna make sure they stay hot, because I know I can get hot at any time and I can stay hot. So, but I got the ball in my hands a lot throughout the game, so it's up to me, and it's my job to make sure that guys are feeling good, and if they got something going, to keep giving it to them. So that's where my job comes into play.
For you, we all know Dylan can be a bit of a menace, but you seem like you were having
a menace.
Fun out there tonight.
I don't know about a menace. Let's get a little too much credit.
But how much fun is it to be able to combine like your competitiveness with your grit out there on the floor in these kind of games?
Yeah, I've always been competitive since I was in grade school. Like, that ain't nothing new to me. I used to play with grown men when I was in middle school. So I've been bumped around. I've been hit by taller, stronger guys. Like, I'm used to physicality as much as people don't think I am, and I'm not afraid to let guys be physical. With me, but I'm also smart enough to know I'm gonna let that physicality be used to my advantage too. So I ain't got time to play around with you. That's what he does on defense, and I got a job to do on both ends. So it's a little bit different in our roles.
And just the growth of this team, like the third quarter slumps have been something that's been discussed for this team, but what does it show, in your opinion, how you guys have grown to lose that lead and to just get it back in the fourth quarter, maintain and finish out?
Yeah, I think that, I hate to keep bringing it up, but that's where guys like Jalen being out is tough, because guys are put in different roles and different positions that they're not used to being in, and coming out into the third quarter. Like, imagine Sadiq coming off the bench, like being one of the best scorers in the game, like coming off the bench, he would help us so much. And but he's in the starting lineup out there, and he's kind of having to find his rhythm with me, Dre, DeAndre, DJ, and even CC. Like, we have a lot of guys who can score, so it's sometimes tough for Sadiq to get going. And but imagine him coming off the bench and what he could do for us in that rhythm. And I think third quarters are definitely something we can be better at. We will be better at. But a lot of that comes with, the rotations and where guys are playing, and they know their field, when they're going to be ready and when they need to be ready. So when lineups change, it's kind of tough to really base a lot of these stretches and runs off that. But I know when we get everybody back, all that will be a lot more simpler, and it'll help us a lot better.
Trae, you've been wearing that compression sleeve on your shoulder, and
Yeah.
you've been dealing with some right shoulder soreness.
Yeah.
Just how's that feeling, and how's the compression sleeve kind of helped out?
Yeah, so I heard it in the game. I got ejected against the Nuggets, and Jokic was leaning on my shoulder in the game, and I didn't really feel it until after, but it's really been hurting. Just crossing my arm over to the left side, and so I have a lot of tape under my shoulder to keep it intact and make sure that there's pressure on some of the nerves that are affecting me when I cross my arm over, and it's kind of stopping it from going all the way over, and it's helping me to be able to just play free and not think about it. So I know if there's ways that I can do stuff like that and still be able to not hurt myself even more, I'm gonna do it. So that's what it's doing.
Are you happy about your tech being rescinded from last game?
Yeah. I got a meeting too. Hopefully I get my other two that I got ejected rescinded too, because I didn't do nothing.